is where okay. Hey, onegaishimasu. Okay. Yeah. Up. Let's receptive. Receptive motion. Receptive motion. More than just a step back. Calm, settle. Off of receptive, there's a positive. Receptive, not quite. I try to lift the arm or twist the arm or push the arm. But receptive, if it's there, creates a positive. Okay, they're teammates. Okay, receptive, positive. So let's just warm up with that. Step back, step in. Okay, we go to the beginnings of an entering EQ motion. Okay, one of the things right there. Okay. It's a wall here. Okay. Okay, and what creates a wall? Fullness of receptive. Fullness has a depth to it. Creates a fullness of the positive. And a wall. Okay. Perceive a little better. Good. And then all of a sudden, yes. Okay. Now right about there. Just up there. Positive has that little extra to it. Right? Good. Better. Okay. Right. Just a subtle shift. Subtlety there. Yes. Fullness of receptive, a fullness of positive. Yes, good. He gets a better stretch. He feels more of the fullness of that balance, receptive to positive, positive to receptive. Okay? Yeah. Good. Okay, good. And let's everybody have a seat. Got to remember not to veer too much off the camera. Good. All right. Receptive. Positive. We get over there. So, all right. Now, just put it out there. Attitude's positive. But you're willing to listen. Receptive, who's that CrossFit step? Positive. They're connected. If the receptive isn't full, the positive can't be full either. Okay? You might say one's yin, the other's yang, one's mind, one's body, essentially like Izanagi, Izanami. Okay? Receptive, positive. Okay, let's just do that as a stretch just to warm up. Okay. Ken, fuller of receptive before. Okay. Good, 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 good. The fuller the receptive is, the fuller the shift into positive happens. Okay. Saw that with the Warriors last night. They started out horribly offensively, but their defense was good. And so eventually the defense, meaning more the receptive, did the positive. Yes. Yes. You feel the difference right there? From shortchange one, I shortchange the other. And it's a journey. As we keep going, the receptive shows more, positive shows more. Each partner, we have a basic game plan, but case by case, moment by moment, his energy may change during the training. Because, you're receptive to positive, positive, receptive have to sort of also adjust. Okay, that's why it's not a kata, not a kata. Okay, all right. Yeah, okay. after Tuesday night.
Sure.
So we'll continue on. Yeah, chump one. And oh, come on. Footwork. Yes. And the fuller you're receptive, the fuller the shift to positive. A lot of Aikido starts with a more receptive, but it's a positive receptive, not a negative receptive, right? Okay. After the election, I'm not an American anymore. I'm still an American. I don't like what happened. I voted. Okay. Right. Bring it on. Right? Go. Come on. Yes, good. Good, 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 good. Okay. Okay. And let's look at, okay. Now right hand holds right hand. Receptive. More receptive. Not positive. Even in that motion. It's a rhythm, it's a timing. Okay. A lot of times, you sort of gotta let things kind of reveal themselves before you. Okay. If you're quarterback, I'm going to throw it to the wide receiver there, but the defense has totally figured out that what I'm going to do is mechanically make that throw. So there's a free safety there in a position just take that away and intercept. I've got to go over there. Your spider sense tingles. All right. Receptive. Positive. Receptive. Part of it, we change sides. I'm going to go to positive. No, there's a little bit more receptive. Now the positive. So you begin to see how the receptive sets the positive out. The fuller you are on the receptive side, the fuller the positive can cook in. Okay. Last night's Warrior game. Their offense was not good to start, but their defense was so good. Their defense was so good. When their offense kicked in, it was nice. We got to get our offense going. No, we're going to play defense because that's the receptive side of it. Right? The offense will come around. You get a fullness of one, the other will come in fully. If you're half and half and half and half, it goes back and forth. It's too chaotic. Okay? I mean, the country, we need change. Prices are too high, the gas pump and everything like that. And so what do? We bring back the same old guy. The old French thing. You see what I mean? Easy here. Easy is a bit of a receptive. Find yourself, find your balance. And there's a situation that kind of reveals itself. Yeah, I wanna bring back. Hey, the 4 years before these were not very good. No, I'm not going to make that mistake. I did it once. You see what I mean? There's an area where one sets the other up. Looks like an attacking motion. It's a receiving motion, isn't it? Oh, he comes in under that. The receptiveness has its own sort of power to it. Now, right about here, I'll go, okay, now I'm going to do the positive. No, if you've been receptive enough, the positive just kicks in. If you clear your mind, your body relaxes and kind of sorts itself out. If you relax your body, your mind starts to clear and organize itself more efficiently. They're teammates. Okay, all right. So let's go to the Nikyo motion. Okay, right. Right to right, left to left. That works too. Yeah. You have a line of energy.
Mhm.
I'm going to shift, establish a slightly different line. All right. Now here. Just want to take up boxing as a hobby. You go to the gym and all of a sudden your sparring partner is Muhammad Ali. I don't think it's going to go very well. You ask Ali his advice on how to train and he might coach you. But right off the bat, you're going to spar with Muhammad Ali. I don't think it's going to go very well. So, you know, what you do is just a different track. Okay. I don't want this again. Oh, yeah, I need to look at things from a different track, don't I? Okay, so there's a little bit of a shift there positionally. Because, you know, you're coming at me. You've got a line of energy here. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so I need to find my own complementary line, which allows my more receptive stance. I'm going to vote for Trump, but tell me. Yeah, I want to hear what you have to say. Oh, really? I've just been reading social media. Really? Did he say that? Oh. You see what I mean? Nah, I've heard it all. You guys, I get my news from whatever, Newsmax and social media. Oh, you mean that exists? That's part of it. I'm shifting my stance a little bit and feel like, shut up, I know it all.
Lecturing.
Talk.
Yes.
Okay, it takes courage. It takes courage.
Mhm.
Other than that, I freeze and I'm voting out of fear and I don't even know it. Okay? Different angle, different angle. Now hold there for a bit. The receptor hasn't been fully there yet. Now the positive will kick in.
Yeah.
I'm going to do positive. No, I'm going to do in the moment. I'm in a listening mode. Oh yeah, got enough. I can speak now. Okay. Now footwork, just for the sake of it. All right. Okay. Now you've shifted your feet, but you haven't shifted your position because the angle is still the same. It's a feel.
Tiny little bit.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm an idiot. I'm going to keep voting and voting and voting. You're trying to talk to me, and I'm going to keep being an idiot. Okay, you got to at some point say, aren't you tired of? Yeah, I'm tired of it. All of a sudden, I start to listen to you. Otherwise, you can be yelling at me. I'm just not going to listen. And then, you yell louder, and I'm just going to shut you out even more because I'm stupid. You got to get my attention. You got to make me, oh yeah, I hadn't thought about that. Tell me more. All of a sudden, I'm on the receptive mode, and then you've got your positive track, and you're organized. You've got your facts, and all of a sudden, I might not be a MAGA person anymore.
It's not my
Okay?
experience talking
Yeah.
to them, but it could happen.
Oh, shifting.
Huh?
You're talking at me. I'm just going to keep reacting. Tell me more. Tell me more. Tell me more. Oh, wow. 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 Wow.
Yes. Yeah.
We got powerful tools here. Okay. Now you're talking at him. Now listen to where he's coming from. Maybe he's coming from more resistance. He's not really hearing you. So you gotta just sort of be easy with it. Easy with it. Easy with it. Yeah. 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 There's the timing. Yeah. Yeah. What we're doing a little bit right here is just it's a variety of things right here. Just receptive and then a positive. Footwork and everything exactly the same as what you're doing, but it's not positive. Timing forward a little bit behind me. Put back, create a better angle. All right. Now you're kind of at a jumping off point, but you don't know where to jump off from where you're standing. Find your ground, settle a bit. All of a sudden, the receptive mode completes itself. Now, okay, all right. Receptive, positive, positive, receptive. Essentially, this is pretty quick, actually, but sometimes we don't get. There's a receptive here. So the positive kicks in. As you get a little better at it, there's a receptive and the positive just kicks in. You don't have one without the other. Okay? But on this particular one, all right, there's a wall here. Fortunately, I see a passageway when I shift my viewpoint a little bit. I can walk through the wall. It's not a continuous wall, but if I look at the wall, I just create the wall to be the wall. But I got to say, oh yeah, I can. There's a passageway there. I don't see the passageway until I kind of shift my stance a bit. Okay, we'll go again. Receptive, receptive, receptive. Now you're thinking positive. Just be receptive. There'll be a timing. Breathe, feel, go. Yeah. And looking for it out there. The timing is not out there. But good. There we are. There's a lot of things that, good. This is a receptive to positive shift. I'll go for such a long receptive to positive. Everything in Aikido has that receptive to positive shift in it. You have to be very easy there to catch it, because otherwise I try to do it. Yes, you're going to do it. It's going to happen through you, through the balance of your receptive positive. Okay, so if we kind of go here, first of all, relax and settle. That's a receptive. Settle. Easy. You're busy out here. Good. Now, positive. Now, extend through your fingers. Good. Yeah. Yeah. Positive is right there. These are energy shifts. Time for me to shut up and listen. Time for me to choose. I'm not listening, so I can't choose. I'm stuck in an old pattern. Oh, okay. All right. All right. Keep going. No. Okay. And let's see. Now, something about the receptive. Receptive. I'm going to do receptive. I'm present and balanced. I'm going to do positive. It comes through you. Essentially, like Izanagi to Izanami, Izanami to Izanagi. It's like to speak in Jungian archetypes. Okay. Not really talking about gender. We're talking about energy. It's receptive, positive. You can say one's feminine, one's masculine, but that's still not gender. Right? The country has a real strong gender problem. Okay. And that's really disturbing. You got to be easy with it. Oh, it's going to tear me aside. It's going to tear me apart. Anger, disappointment, disillusion goes into depression, goes into very dark, unproductive spaces. You're easy. Breathe. Open. For whatever reason, he bounces up. Okay, we shift our position. Now, right about there. There's a receptive, isn't there? Which sets the positive up. If I start to kind of look at everything like that, it's time to shut up. It's hard sometimes, depending on who you are, what's going on. Now there's a time to speak. And conversely, there's time to be engaged. There's time to introspect. There's a whole thing going on, oftentimes in terms of the energy. And if all we do is see the physical form out there, we don't catch it. Okay? Stand up, stretch your legs. Now we have this down, but where's that motion? I'm going to bring him down. What is receptive? Receptive is under. Okay, right here. It's pretty strong. Yeah, wait a second. Boom. Huh? Too busy out there. Well, try and get out of the way. The receptive cycle starts there of itself. Too busy, a little too high, a little too opinionated, a little. See, there's more receptive here, isn't there? And then there's that motion. Izanagi, Izanami. Fire, water, yin, yang. Your in breath is more receptive. Your out breath is more positive. Now, if you make a form of it, nothing much happens. Easy there. Knowledge. I'm going to try to do it. Got to get the I out of it. I'm doing right here. It's just something. I'm going to dribble the basketball like Curry. I'm going to pull up, get the game winner. A beat. It should get your receptive, positive, and balance. You pick up beats of energy. So here, wait. I'm going to bring him down now. Okay. So we just go into the Urimi Nage. Okay. But after a while, you can be studying the movement or studying the form. But you're also kind of studying the receptive positive. Positive here, because if I start receptive and then go into it, I'm going to the idea of it. Okay. Oh, it's almost done, isn't it? Okay, good. Wait. Okay. Got it. So let's switch. Let's continue with the right to right, left to left, the Aikido, so to speak. Right, Aikido matching key, Aikido matching grab, right to right, left to left. Okay. Let's just change partners though. Now, yeah. Um,
Ah,
what would happen if Stephen Curry steered at the ring? It's always all about he'd miss. Don't let things pull you out of your center. Okay. Yeah, no, the election went really bad, but you're still here. Don't lose your center.
Yeah.
Polish. we get we get to practice Aikido off the mat an awful lot. Let's get even better. Everything's sinking. Yeah. Your sister says stand on that floating bridge.
Mm.
You have your balance, so you have your center, you have your true self at some point.
Mm.
Start to look into America sinking. Yes, it will. Easy. Maybe we can uplift a part of it. Maybe we can be part of a collective consciousness that kind of is something that needs to happen. And if I'm kind of like this, paralyzing myself by what's going on out there, I can't do anything. Okay? Take spirit to sharpen spirit. Yeah, if I pay too much attention to everything crappy that's going on out there, I'm going to get disillusioned, I'm going to get depressed, and I'm going to go to a very bad place.
Mm.
It's courage to stand at that place since they told us to stand. Okay? What do we get through spirit work? Courage is one of them. Courage not to give up, courage not to be disillusioned. Yeah, happens. Yeah, we got to deal with it. Bring it on. You want to find out how tough and smart I am? Good. Right? You want to fight? Okay. Now we'll use other weapons in you. But you see what I mean? Okay? Okay. I did a blog, which actually one of you read, and I did it the day after the election because I just needed to do something. And I titled it Waiting for Zorro. Okay. And basically the thought around it is that, in that time, the people on top, the evil commandante, the evil alcalde, they bleed everybody, but they need the wealthier. But the people they really bleed are the peons, the ones that, just are, they're going to make them, they're going to, right? If you don't like it, we'll whip you. If you're really extreme and speak up, we'll cut your tongue out. All right? And we may be going towards some of that. I don't know. I hope not. But the best one I've seen is the 1941 with Tyrone Power. I've been watching it a lot. And, he comes back. His father says, come back, son. You're in Spain being a fencing champion and dating all the gorgeous people, women at the court, and come back to California. So he leaves, comes back, and his father was in charge of everything and goes in there and says, I'm the son of the alcalde. And everybody goes, they don't know what they're doing until he finds out that his father's no longer the person in charge, and the person in charge is a really evil guy. And what's really interesting about it is the second he kind of walks in there, he instantly sees what the situation is and he adapts. And he creates a persona, where he's kind of this fop, this guy who does magic sleight of hand tricks, plays the guitar, speaks to women in a very, very flirtatious but respectful tone, just like, you're a military guy, you're going, what a guy, that guy's a loser. And he just plays it so perfectly. And then he puts a mask on and goes, and he's Zorro, right? He can't take on the whole military, but he can represent the people. This is unjust. My father, when he ruled, was very different. So Zorro kind of represents, even though, he's one of the wealthier, represents the power of the people. Sit cross-legged. Come on. Everybody's cross-legged. Come on. Yeah. Otherwise, it's a says-off contest, and your knees bark, you don't listen, and I'm not sure I'm saying anything worth listening. But that's important. Now, the funny thing in this current election is you have the peons voting for the evil alcalde. Well, this is pretty strange. Okay. You may not like that analogy. I'm sorry if I'm offending anybody who kind of likes where the election went. But, I'm looking at other issues. I'm looking at the fact that, the country has a collective gender problem. All right. And it has a racial identity problem. And to be honest with you, the vast majority of the country is ignorant. They're reactive. They're responding to an economy. And I understand that because I am too. I haven't gotten any money from the dojo in 2 or 3 years. I'm living on Social Security, which apparently Mr. Trump may eliminate. Okay. And a part-time job at San Jose State. I'm losing money. But I'm not going to vote for a certain person that I know in my heart I do not approve of the way he handles people or the way he conducts himself. And beyond that, studying the issues. You empower the rich. The evil alcalde or the evil commandante gets richer and richer. Everybody else gets poorer and poorer. You give tax breaks to the rich. You put tariffs on China to prove that you're tough. Prices go up. It's going to be worse. And guess what? The majority of us voted for the old guy, and we know what he is and what he's going to do. What is that? It's ignorance. What creates ignorance is resistance. Resistance to growth. Resistance to developing intelligence. The ability to discern what's going on. And so I thought that was fantastic. This guy goes in, he's having a great time in Spain. He's going to come home and be in sleepy California, and all of a sudden, he sees what's going on almost instantly, and he changes. What is going on is very dangerous, but guess what? What he can do is very dangerous. And to some degree, that's what we need to do. Not that we're going to put a mask on and do that, but all of a sudden, it's like, okay. Zorro represents the spirit of the people. So I'm saying I'm looking for Zorro. I'm looking for the country to use this next period of the evil alcalde commandante to transform. And it takes spirit to sharpen spirit. And oftentimes, believe it or not, it comes out of dealing with hardship. Okay? So we're doing Aikido. I'm kind of hoping in sports, they say, got to up your game. There's a lot of possibility to go into depression, go into anger that turns inward, which is depression, to act out in a self-destructive way. People start to drink too much. People start to do all this stuff, and to sharpen your spirit. That's warriorship. And Aikido is about true warriorship. Since I said Aikido is true democracy, what did he mean? Power comes from the people, not from the people on top. Until political systems get that. I can't believe that basically the country rejected what Kamala Harris offered. But they did. And they rejected it for somebody that they knew was corrupt. And therefore, to some degree, the country's going to get what it deserves. And the members of us are not going to take that very easily. So we use that spirit, oftentimes deals with hardship. And spirit emerging creates more spirit. Spirit forges more spirit. We come out of this better. When the school opens in a more local location, we are going to be a bastion for people to come in, find their hope, find their strength, because that's what O-sensei would have wanted. He had to deal with stupidity himself. Pre-World War II, Japan's getting very military. All the Shinto beliefs that he had were being perverted for the government. And he gets this divine message: stop the war. Don't let there be war. So, he's an intelligent guy. He says, okay, one of the reasons they're using for this war thing is oil. We're an island nation, we don't have oil. So he gets somebody that he knows in the government who's also intelligent, talks to them, and they're going to try to broker treaties for oil, which eliminates one of the government's excuses for the war, right? Yeah, it's rational, it's smart. You'd expect something back from O-sensei. Guess what? His friend disappears. And he realizes he's next. And so there's one interpretation of history that he goes and farms in northern Japan because he hates the war effort. And that may be part of it, but part of it was, I think he knew he was going to be next. And so he left Tokyo and went and farmed. All right. That was his Zoro move. Okay. And Zoro is kind of an underground person. In the ancient comic books, what was Bruce Wayne's movie? As a boy, he saw the night his parents were killed. It was the mark of Zorro. So that was an archetype that led him to become Batman, who was another archetype. Okay? So, up. Now, one of the things, for example, I can't be fully receptive unless I'm positive here. Good. I'm overly receptive. Now I'm going to be really receptive. The tyrants really win. And when evil Alcalde is not looking, I'll be Zorro. Woo. And for us, it's just helping people deal with the coming depression, the coming stupidity they're going to have to deal with. So they're going to come to us. Aikido is going to represent something O-sensei wanted it to, which is to bring people together. True democracy comes from the people, comes from under, it doesn't come from the top. From the stupidity of governments. You have to deal with it too. Okay? Okay. Positive allows a shift to receptive. Hey, it goes back to itself. Boom. 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 Switch. Boom. Over here. Boom. Boom. Even in a flash of a moment, you're positive to give yourself. Okay, so we're going to do that. 2-step in. Boom. Let's set the next one up. Okay, let's keep the throws just here. Let's go. Yes. I can't shift into receptive unless I'm positive here. Boom. Hey. Okay, good. Come on. Over here. Good. Evil Occult does something really nasty. San Diego smiles, strums his guitar, or does a magic trick. And when the evil Occult turns his head, he's Zorro. But in his more receptive Don Diego phase, he's very active. But he'd be an idiot to be Zorro and face the whole fortress, military. There you go. Good. Here you go. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, you get your hand right. Come on, over here. Boom. Boom. Get the hand right. Come on. Other hand. Come on. See what happens when you get rattled is you lose your right left. That's why people voted. Everybody knows Donald Trump. So why vote for him when we know things need to be different? People are locked in a confusion. Good. Now over here. Good. Okay. Boom. Over here. Boom. And right there, right in that moment, boom, you've got that guy. Say you get crossed up. Right? Boom. And if you need to, boom, you can leave the evil commandant doing his forces in circles. Okay? And for Uke to keep up with that, whoa, requires skill too. Okay? So right to right, left to left. Don't lose that. That means your mind is drifting. It means the Trump presidency is going to really get you. You see what I mean? Know who you are. Put yourself out there in a way that is intelligent. Respond to what's out there in an intelligent way. Okay? It's a stupid little thing, but on the other hand, it is important. Okay, go.